what if I told you that everything you thought you knew about gardening might be completely wrong? You've been watering your plants the right way. Wrong. You've been mixing up your soil perfectly. Also wrong. And that banana peel trick everyone swears by? Yeah, let's talk about that. But here's the real question. How many of these so-called gardening rules are actually making your plants worse? Because some of the most common advice out there isn't just useless, it's actively hurting your garden. So, what myths have you fallen for? And more importantly, which ones do you need to forget right now? Let's get into it. One of the biggest mistakes new gardeners make is thinking their plants need to be watered every single day. It sounds like common sense. Plants need water to survive, right? But here's the truth. Watering too often does more harm than good. When you water every day, the roots never have a reason to grow deep. Instead, they stay close to the surface, making plants weak and more likely to dry out when you do miss a day. On top of that, constantly wet soil can lead to root rot, where roots literally suffocate and start to decay. So, how often should you water? It depends on the plant and the soil. Most outdoor plants prefer a deep watering once or twice a week, rather than a light sprinkle every day. This encourages deep root growth, making them more drought-resistant. Indoors, many houseplants like succulents and pothos actually like their soil to dry out completely before their next drink. Here's a simple trick. Stick your finger into the soil about an inch deep. If it feels dry, water. If it's still damp, wait a little longer. It's that easy. So, forget the daily watering myth. Your plants will thank you. For years, gardeners have been told that tilling is the best way to prepare the soil for planting. It looks productive, flipping and breaking up the soil, making it look soft and fresh. But here's the problem. Tilling might actually be doing more harm than good. When you till the soil, you destroy its natural structure, which is essential for plant health. Tilling breaks up the tiny air pockets that help roots breathe and disrupts the beneficial microbes and fungi that work hard to keep the soil fertile. Even worse, it exposes nutrient-rich topsoil to wind and rain, leading to soil erosion and loss of nutrients over time. So what should you do instead? Try no-till gardening. Instead of breaking up the soil, let nature do the work for you. Add compost, mulch, or organic matter on top, and let earthworms and microbes mix it in naturally. This keeps the soil healthy, improves moisture retention, and even reduces weeds. The best part? Less work for you. No-till gardening means less labor, better soil, and healthier plants. So next time you're tempted to grab that tiller, pause, and let your garden thrive naturally. Bananas are packed with potassium, and potassium is great for plants. So tossing banana peels straight into the soil should be the perfect fertilizer, right? Not exactly. While banana peels do contain nutrients like potassium and phosphorus, they don't break down as quickly as you might think. In fact, if you just bury them in the soil, they can take weeks, or even months, to decompose, making their nutrients unavailable to plants when they actually need them. Even worse, whole banana peels can attract pests like fruit flies, rodents, and even raccoons. And if they start rotting on the surface, say hello to a slimy, smelly mess. So, what should you do instead? If you want to use banana peels in your garden, compost them first. When added to a compost pile, banana peels break down much faster, mixing with other organic matter to create a nutrient-rich fertilizer that plants can actually absorb. Another option? Blend them into a smoothie. No, not for you, for your plants. A blended banana peel mixed with water can be used as a liquid fertilizer. But just tossing peels into the soil? Not the best idea. It seems logical, right? Plants need nutrients to grow, so adding more fertilizer should make them even bigger and healthier. But here's the shocking truth. Too much fertilizer can actually harm your plants more than it helps. Over-fertilizing can lead to nutrient overload, which burns plant roots, weakens growth, and can even kill your plants. This is especially common with synthetic fertilizers, which release nutrients too quickly, overwhelming plants instead of nourishing them. Plus, excess fertilizer doesn't just stay in the soil, it washes away, polluting waterways and harming the environment. So how much fertilizer do plants actually need? Less than you think. Most plants thrive with slow, balanced feeding. Instead of dumping in more and more fertilizer, focus on building healthy soil with compost, mulch, and natural amendments. These provide nutrients gradually, making them more accessible to plants without the risk of burning them. A simple rule: listen to your plants. Yellowing leaves, weak stems, or excessive foliage with no flowers could mean something is off. When in doubt, start small. You can always add more later, but you can't take it back once it's in the soil. Got pests eating your plants? Most people immediately reach for chemical pesticides thinking it's the only way to protect their garden. But here's the truth. You don't need pesticides to have a thriving pest-free garden. In fact, overusing pesticides can do more harm than good. Chemical pesticides don't just kill pests, they also wipe out beneficial insects like ladybugs, bees, and butterflies, all of which help keep your garden healthy. Worse, some pests develop resistance over time, meaning you have to use stronger and stronger chemicals just to keep them under control. So, what's the alternative? Natural pest control. One of the best ways to prevent pests is by growing companion plants that repel them naturally, like basil near tomatoes to keep aphids away, or marigolds to deter nematodes. You can also attract beneficial insects like ladybugs and praying mantises, which feed on pests. And if bugs do show up, homemade organic sprays made from neem oil, garlic, or even a simple soap and water mix can help without harming the environment. So don't fall for the myth. A healthy, balanced garden can protect itself. You just have to work with nature, not against it. And there you have it. 5 gardening myths that you need to forget right now. Whether it's watering, fertilizing, or pest control, sometimes the rules we've been taught just don't hold up. But now that you know the truth, your garden is going to be healthier, stronger, and way more productive. So, which of these gardening myths surprised you the most? Have you been overwatering, over-fertilizing, or maybe stuffing banana peels into your soil hoping for a miracle? Don't worry, you're not alone. Gardening is all about learning, experimenting, and sometimes unlearning bad advice. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow gardeners. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss my next video, where we'll bust even more myths and help you grow the healthiest plants possible. In the meantime, check out this video right here for more gardening tips you need to know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.